Hey guys, I'm gonna talk about some things. Basically, this is gonna be like a current events kind of like updates video, I guess. Some stuff happened, and I just think it's so crazy that I don't know how many times like everyone can say it. This is literally so crazy. I feel like everything that happens all the time now is like totally ridiculous. Before I get started, I'm gonna ask you guys like, comment, subscribe. Yeah. Before I even get started on what I like came here to talk about, I have to tell you guys another crazy thing that's happened too. That's sort of like in the same realm of like shit. Um, like just shitty things. Okay, so the other day, my fucking apartment building had like a fire drill. A literal fucking fire drill, like in the middle of all of this. And as it was happening, like I was just like, there's no way that this is a fire drill, because I seriously didn't think that anybody would ever do some shit like that in the middle of this. Like honestly, I think it's so fucking crazy that it even happened, because like why are you gonna scare people into thinking that like where they live is on fire in the middle of all of this? Like who fucking cares? Like we could just do a fire drill when this is over or something. Why do we have to do it now? It was so stressful. I was literally like cleaning my room and just hanging out and stuff, and then like the fucking fire alarm goes off, and it is so fucking loud. Like it's a fucking fire alarm, so fucking loud. And Kat has never heard a fire alarm, but like I'm totally assuming that this is not a fire drill, because why the fuck would we have a fucking fire drill in the middle of a pandemic? Or like you don't even what the fuck. So I end up chasing Kat around the room because she's so fucking shook. She's just like bugging because cats like hear stuff way louder than fucking humans. So I'm chasing the cat all over the room. I'm literally thinking that I'm going to like burn alive because I'm chasing my cat, trying to save her, because she's never been outside before, so there's no way that I could take her outside just like loose, because she would totally run away. Just like curiosity killed the cat type shit. Like she would totally just fucking run away from me. So I'm chasing her around my room, in my head for my fucking life to get this cat out of this fucking fire drill. And we go downstairs and we wait like 10 or 15 minutes for, like the fire department to get there. Until then they do. These dudes come in, they walk into the building for like 2.5 minutes and then come back out. Or like, you know what I mean? Like there's no way that someone even pulled it by accident, or that like it went off in someone's room because of smoke from cooking or something, because they have to actually go check that room if it were on like the fire panel. So like, that they just totally went in there and like turned it off. I just can't believe that they would like throw a fucking fire drill in the middle of this. It was so scary. I was just thinking about it. I was like, holy fucking shit. Like all of this stuff just happened. What if this place burns down and then I have nowhere to live? Like what the fuck? And it was just a drill. I really can't. Yeah, so now that that's out of the way, I have more ridiculous shit. All right, to start off, being completely serious with you, I can't even begin to understand why school is still happening at all. This is so stressful. Like to just see everything on the news and wake up every morning and like your whole life is totally different and it'll never be the same. And then on top of it, someone's like, write a term paper. Like literally, why? Like for what? You know what I mean? Like anything could fucking happen. Like, are you even gonna live long enough to grade the term paper? Am I gonna live long enough to finish writing my term paper? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, what is that? Why? Literally, why? Why are we doing this? I feel like it's so crazy. I really do. I really, 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 really do. It's totally insane. Especially because the online system is not perfect. Like I literally check it all the time. The other day I missed like 2 assignments because I guess like the notification didn't show up until like the day that it was due. But like, you know what I mean? Like, what? Anyways, getting to the main point of this story. So I'm just gonna go straight from the beginning and then explain as I go along, cause I just can't. So basically everybody knows we have these online classes now, and some of them have like these video chats. And one of my classes is a video chat, and you know, it's at a set time every week. So it's like, whatever, okay. I don't know if you guys know or if you follow Kat on Instagram, but she got spayed a little while ago. At this point, probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago or something. And she's okay now, she's doing better, but she had the little cone and everything. Insert photo. Yeah, so like one of those meetings was right at the same time that I had to go pick up Kat. And I just figured that they would give her to me and then I would be able to FaceTime everyone in the car and it would be fine. But I got Kat and she was kind of like really delirious from like the medication for being spayed, because getting spayed is different than getting neutered. A lot of people don't know the difference in this, so I'm just gonna explain it. When a little girl animal is spayed, they take out like her entire lady parts. It is not like a snip anything. It's like a whole surgery where they take out like her entire organ. So the cat was under like a lot of anesthesia and homegirl was shook the house. And so when I got her in the car, like, you know, stuff was just not how I thought it was gonna be. And I couldn't FaceTime the group, even though like I knew that it was at the same time, you know what I mean? But this like appointment was scheduled so many like weeks, months in advance that there's no way that I could undo it. And I just thought that like she would be more calm when I got her, you know? So I thought I'd be able to do the FaceTime, but then I just couldn't. So I texted the group and I was like, sorry, I can't come to the thing. Like, tell like our teacher that I can't be there. And I emailed the teacher the next day, like just explaining. I was like, hey dude, sorry. I had to do this thing like totally unexpected. And then obviously because of like the curfew and stuff, like right after I picked up Kat, I had to just drive home to Connecticut because her doctor is in Jersey. It was this whole expedition to get the cat spayed. And you know, like I just could not FaceTime these people. And by the way, the FaceTime call was only like 10 minutes long. That's what I missed. I missed a 10-minute long FaceTime call or Zoom call, whatever the fuck. Then she answers me and she's like, I guess that's fine. Or okay, I will put the exact messages here, but like the paraphrasing of it, or you know what, let me just get my computer and read it to you verbatim. All right, if I look down, it's because I'm reading it literally from the computer because I don't want to quote it wrong. Wait, here's my laptop so that you know. I will probably also put screenshots on the screen so that you can read what's there. All right, yeah, so I basically sent the message explaining what happened with Kat. I appreciate you taking a moment to send along your explanation. Although I do acknowledge your note, please be advised that this is not an excusable absence. And honestly, I just thought that was so fucking whack because this is literally an in-person class and the class is an hour and a half long. So for me to get an unexcused absence for missing a 10-minute long phone call, like those two things are not the same. So I decided, I was kind of like, oh shit. And then she put, okay, so let me explain. In this particular class, every single, except for like one assignment that she just added, but right before this happened, every single assignment that had ever been graded in this class was graded within like 10 points. Like all the assignments were always like 5 or 6 points. Even like the midterm was counted for 6 points in the grade book. After she told me that it was going to be an unexcused absence, she made an attendance grade in the grade book and made the attendance count for 100 points and then gave me like a 76% out of 100. But at Rutgers, the art school, Mason Gross, there is like a C rule that you can't pass like any Mason Gross class that's meant for your major or minor unless you have a C in the class. And since I'm graduating this semester, basically, since she made that points for it like 100 and then all the other ones are under 10, it basically means that like that grade is so heavy that it would outweigh absolutely any grade that I could get in the class, which basically ensures that if I fuck up literally any assignment after that point, that I would have to retake the class. And I was really like, holy fucking shit, dude, what's your problem? Like, the world is like ending and all you give a fuck about is coming for people because they missed a 10-minute long phone call? Like, what could have possibly been said during this phone call that was so important that you needed to like ruin my life over it? Like, I could literally not graduate because of this woman. And so I was like, what the fuck? But you know what? I'm not a scholarly source, don't cite me, but the best way to catch somebody who is breaking the rules is to reread the rules. So I went back and looked at the syllabus for this class, which, if you are unfamiliar with this term, it basically means the rules that you like agree to, and they're all written on a paper at the beginning of the class. And it says like everything about the class, like everything you're gonna learn in the class, everything that you could possibly talk about, like how it's gonna be graded, like how many points everything is, what days you have to show up and stuff like that. So it's basically like the rule book of the class. Anyway, after checking the syllabus, I found out that this class doesn't even count attendance into the final grade. So the fact that she did that like contradicts her own syllabus. So you can see that she was outright trying to like start shit with me. You know what I mean? Like, you literally made this shit up to fuck with me. So then I email this bitch back. And I'm like, sorry, I was about to read the beginning of the email, but it is her name in it. I said, thank you for your response to my message. I just checked my grade online and saw that my attendance grade is a 76%. I am aware that I missed the 10-minute long conference call and the class Monday prior to this pandemic. With that being said, I am unsure how you calculated my grade to be a 76%. This is because the syllabus says nothing about how attendance will be calculated or if it would at all. I was interested in understanding how you calculated the attendance into the final average. I was hoping you could explain to me why attendance accounts for a 100-point assignment while the midterm is only 6 points and all other assignments are less than 5 points. I want to understand this better and I look forward to your response, Victoria. Then later that day, she answers me. She says, please find your updated grade on Canvas. Students are graded for key concept trainings, but not for attendance. I hope you have a restful weekend, and I look forward to your participation in next Wednesday's video conference. Then I checked my grades, and she, even though she got rid of the attendance grade, she went back and changed the grades of all of my other homeworks so that my grade would still equal a C. Like, she literally changed the grades of homework that's been graded for weeks so that my average went from whatever it was. Like, I think I had like a B plus or something. She made it from a B plus into like a solid C. She changed every single number. She even put a 0 for one of my homeworks, like as if I never did it and it had already been graded before. So then at that point, I was kind of like, holy crap. So I emailed the dean because obviously, even if I catch this lady like on a technicality, she's not even gonna follow her own rules. Like, she's just gonna keep changing all of the grades to have me like at her mercy. And I was like, I actually literally can't do this. This is so stressful. So then I had to email like a million fucking people and hopefully somebody will get back to me. But holy shit. Then also, let me just read you the rest of the messages. So I obviously decided to confront her about how she I obviously decided to confront her about sorry, I got mad at myself for not being able to say it right the first time. I obviously had to confront her about how she changed all of the other grades. I was like, brother, what? So then I emailed her again and I said, After reviewing my grades again, I see that my reading viewing response 5 has a 0 grade. This assignment was handed in a day late. However, I thought you said that assignments that were late could still get half credit. There is also no feedback on this assignment. I was interested in seeing your feedback so that I can understand why the assignment got a 0. And then she answered me the next day and goes, I am pleased that you're keeping track of your grade closely. This is good news. I have on my schedule to grade late assignments by the end of the week. Your grade will be updated by Friday at 5 p.m. Please review your updated grade on Canvas at this time. I look forward to speaking with you via the video conference tomorrow. But, like, I can't even. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, literally, what? Like, do you just have, like, no sympathy for anybody? Or you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know. I can't believe that I missed this 10-minute long phone call. And now this teacher wants to make sure that I can't graduate. Like, I know that I'm smiling, but like I've been pissed about this for days. This is like psycho. Like you have, like, I don't even fucking know. Like the world is ending. There's so much more serious shit going on, and all you want to do is fuck with some kid. Like, what is wrong with you? Literally, what is wrong with you? Like, this is just so wild. It's so stressful. Like, after all of it, like, isn't it stressful for her to, like, go around, like, plotting these things? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Because she had to go out of her way to do that shit. Like, out of her way. I mean, honestly, like, I take, like, personal offense to it. I have always had problems with teachers my whole life. And I never get along with teachers, and I always seem to end up in these totally ridiculous predicaments where like teachers are threatening like my ability to like do shit. Like I'm not even kidding. Like, backspace to another story. Literally, I was like in 8th grade, and I remember the teachers, they just didn't fucking like me. I really can't, I honestly couldn't tell you why teachers don't like me. They just don't. And I had my math and science teacher. They were just, I really don't know what the fuck their issue was. I don't fucking know to this day. But they like had it out for me so bad that when they found out that I got into art school, they tried their absolute hardest to fail me in the class, like to make sure that I couldn't go to graduate and like go to high school. So I just could not, I couldn't not be fucking obnoxious about this, because I feel like it happens to me all the time. It's so annoying. No, the whole classes thing is really stressing me out though, even besides this BS. Like, I feel like we should just be focusing on doing the simple shit and taking care of each other and taking care of ourselves. Like, I know this is like dramatic. Like, I do not want my obituary to read like, she went to school and then she died. Like, I am 20 years old, and the only thing that I've ever fucking done is go to school because everybody else says it's a good idea. Like, is that really gonna be the last thing that I ever do? Not to be like grim, but like you could basically get sick from fucking anything. Like, you go to Target to get some food, and you could find yourself in another situation within hours. I don't want the last thing that I ever did in my whole fucking life to be a term paper. Dude, are you serious? Are you fucking serious? Like, what? I also can't believe that the teacher would go out of her way to do that. Like, I really hope you guys are going out of your way to be like compassionate towards others. I don't think there's anyone that I could like say some whack shit to right now. I'm really not on that wave. If you are still being a malicious, conniving person even through this, you need to really take a step back. You do, because this is totally crazy. Everybody's under so much stress, and all you're doing is adding more stress into the community with your like malicious behavior. I just can't even. And then you know what I mean? Like, it's so fucking awkward to be on a video chat with this lady and none of the other kids like know about the conversation we had. I mean, I get that it's probably better that nobody knows that we had this whole altercation, but I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel so awkward. I feel so targeted. I hate talking to her. I hate like being in class. I feel so weird. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I feel like awkward being in my own house, being on a voice call with that lady. It makes me so uncomfortable. I feel like I can't say anything in front of her at all. Like, I'm almost like afraid of her. And I hate living in fear. That shit is so fucking annoying. You know, it's like I try my hardest to not be afraid of things. Like, I go out of my way to like not live in fear. I don't know if you can tell from the other story times of me doing totally illogical things. I'm definitely a risk taker. And I'm so shook by this. Like, you know, because it's like, I don't want to not graduate because I missed a 10-minute long video call about, I don't want to say the topic because I don't want to totally expose the class. I'm not posting this to start drama with her. Like, I'm just posting this because I'm fucking pissed. I'm also like severely uncomfortable. Severely. It's like a condition. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know everyone's having like their own struggles with online classes, so let me know what your struggle has been in the comment section. Yeah, fuck. I hope you guys like this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, tell your grandma.
Bye.